How we doing, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of the Great Sort Out. Is that what I called it? I think that's what I called it. Yeah, just sort of an update. I'm on my way over to my mother's now. We've got about 2 weeks left of the skip outside her house. But our big problem right now is a lot of the stuff that's in the garage that needs to go is scrap metal, and obviously scrap's worth money. So I'm hesitant to just lob it in a skip that's just going to get sorted out and either get thrown into landfill or someone else is going to get the money for it. So plan is today we're going to attack the shed, see what's in there, because that hasn't been cracked open for probably best part of 15 years. And also the static caravan that's in the back garden as well. I apologise for the shakiness again. If it isn't my hands, it's because the phone mount I've got isn't exactly the best. I have got a gimbal, but the batteries are flat, so yeah, that's, and I can't really use that while I'm driving anyway. So yeah, so today is going to be, well, this particular video, beginning at least, is going to be caravan and shed, an attempt to get most of this skip filled, because the plan is once this skip's gone, we'll get an actual scrap metal skip. And the way that works is they basically give you the skip for free, you fill it with scrap, and then they take it away, it gets weighed in, and then they take a portion of whatever the value of the metal of the scrap is. So say, for argument's sake, you've got 200 quid's worth of scrap in there, they'll take like 50 quid or something, I don't know exactly what the prices are, but that's kind of how it works. So it seems pointless to just throw money away when, like, the scrap metal alone will probably pay for this skip and the previous skip. But oh yeah, I forgot to mention, we've already filled one skip. So yeah, this is skip 2, and the video that you saw before was, believe it or not, I'd already filled a skip before I'd filmed that video. So like what you saw in the garage wasn't even the worst. That wasn't like me starting. I'd already done probably a good 2 or 3 days worth of sorting out of right what was in there. The downside is my mum's been trying to sort the upstairs out, and as a result she's pulling the stuff down, sorting the stuff out, and then sticking it in the garage because she's got nowhere else to put it. So yeah, so I've like basically had to, like, the long-term plan was to get that garage sorted so we could sort the rest of the house out, but she got bored and she started doing the house part before we'd finished the garage part. So yeah, it's been a challenge. It's been hard because obviously, you know, my mum doesn't want to throw anything away either. You know, and there's stuff there that I'm like, it hasn't seen the light of day for 20 years. And she's like, yeah, but it might be useful. And I'm like, it might be useful has got you in this fucking mess in the first place. And this is the thing, it's not just my dad. All that mess that's in the garage ain't just my dad. A lot of it's mum as well. Like, you know, they were both as bad as each other for not throwing stuff away. I mean, she had like 5 fucking muffin trays. I can't tell you the last time she baked a muffin or a cupcake. It's like, not, and my memory ain't great, you know that, but fuck me, it's like, it's been decades since she's last used them things. Half of them were covered in rust, and I'm like, just throw them, just get rid of them. Like, we'll stick them in the scrap pile, get whatever. And she's like, oh yeah, but I'm like, oh, for crying out loud. So I'm battling against that as well. And there's stuff like, you can't throw that away, that was your dad's favourite screwdriver or your dad's favourite hammer. Now granted, there is some stuff, like there's, my dad used to work for British Telecom, and for those of you over on the far side of the ponds there, British Telecom is like the main telecommunications company of the UK. Like 95% of all of the phone lines, broadband and all that sort of stuff is all owned and managed by British Telecom. It used to be called, it actually used to be the post office. It used to be GPO. And that, how long ago that was when my dad started working for him, it was the GPO. So he has got some tools and some stuff that has got GPO stamps on it. Like, you know, it's, you know, really, really old. We're talking like 1970s, 60s, even earlier. No, yeah, my dad was born 1950s, so yeah, it'd be about 1970-ish. So yeah, so there's like GPO stuff, so that, you know, some of that has got sentimental value, like his, you know, his favourite claw hammer. I do wonder how much of it is, fuck me, stop, why don't you? That was totally unnecessary. Sorry. Pembrokeshire drivers, Jesus Christ, man, tell you. They're like 95 years old. They brake on it. They brake for absolutely everything. They overbrake. They brake for corners. They drive at 20 mile an hour when they should be driving at fucking 60. Oh, it's a nightmare. Anyway, rambling on. So yeah, there is some sentimental stuff there. Like, again, some of it, like my dad's claw hammer. I do wonder how much of it is like trigger from Only Fools and Horses. You know, this broom has been with me for 40 years. It's had, you know, 17 new handles and 20 new heads, and it's like, well, is it technically the same thing? So yeah, I thought I'd use the opportunity driving to mum's to do sort of like a little intro. You know, I appreciate the last video was a bit short. You know, as of recording this, I think maybe like 12-14 people have watched it. I've only, believe it or not, I actually recorded that video maybe 2 weeks, like a week and a half before it actually got put up. Like I said, you know, trying to fight through the depression and stuff, you know, and get up the enthusiasm to do anything. But I've kind of, today especially, my hand's been forced because this is the only nice day we got for a while. We've only got 2 weeks of skip left, and we are going to be doing the caravan in the shed, and the caravan is actually out the back in the garden. I'll do some video, I'll show some video when we get there. Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of trudging backwards and forwards through grass, and I don't have any wet work boots that fit me. I have work boots, unfortunately, since I've developed the problem with my feet, where they've sort of swollen out and everything. I can't wear normal shoes. So like all of the shoes where they all sort of like taper in, like on the, like halfway through your feet, mine bulge out. There's like fluid on the side of my feet. GPs don't give a shit. So even though I am limited to, I just wear like skater style trainers, like the ultra wide fit ones, which are 2 sizes too big. I'm actually a size 8, I'm wearing size 10s at the moment, because if I wear anything smaller, it basically feels like I've got my feet stuck in a vice and they're crushing them. So I can't wear work boots because they don't really do wide fit work boots. And same with wellies, they're all that sort of concave shape, and like in 5 minutes of putting them on, I can't walk. It's like, literally is like crushing my foot. So I kind of need to do this on a nice day because I'm wearing trainers, and I don't want to go flat on my arse and hurt my back, so sleeping on wet grass and shit. So anyway, I've rambled on for long enough. This video will probably be a little bit longer. I'm going to try, it'll still probably be under 20 minutes. Like from now on, it's probably just going to be clips and bits and pieces of me chatting and giving you an update. But yeah, just for those of you interested, and for my, give me something to do. Yeah, I just thought we'll just have a natter and be there in a minute. So we'll see how it goes. So see you in a bit. All right, so here we are at Mother's. I don't know why I've put it on this camera to start with, because it's going to be much more difficult. Right, I've found a setting on my phone that's supposed to eliminate a little bit of the shakiness, so hopefully this is a little bit smoother. I'm going to pause it and switch around to the other camera. Alright, so this is skip number 1. Oh, sorry, skip number 2. So as you can see, we're about half full. Bit of a change from last time. Holy shit, this is definitely a lot less shaky. So a lot of this stuff is all stuff that's going to be kept or sold or actually needs to be used for the house or scrap or whatever. So this is my old toolbox. I just had to get a new toolbox because this one's basically screwed. But yeah, we've kind of it sort of looks different and it sort of doesn't at the same time. But this is, as you can see, like from compared before, I'll try and stick some still like some side-by-side stuff up. But yeah, like all of this was completely full. This, you know, has actually been sorted out. This is all going. But you know, there's a welder to go. I've got, so like I said, all of this is now, we're all kind of in metal territory. These are all sort of tool cabinets and all that sort of stuff. There's a little bit of scrap stuff there. But the main thing is going to be the caravan, which I now need to fight my way out to. So, yeah, give me a minute. Alright, so we're out. And of course now I've started recording, the wind's come up. Now, I haven't been out here in years. So, I have literally no idea what to expect in here. I've got to be really careful because I know the floor was rotten a while ago. Ooh, holy fuck. Yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. Not entirely sure why there's... Yeah. Just FYI, this is not me. This is somebody else. I used to live here when I first moved back from my parents, from Leicester. This used to be my home. This used to be my little flat. It is very old. It was very old when I bought it and got it shipped here or moved here. But yeah, it's there's some of my old anime. Oh, that's why they all went. Anime VHS. I wonder if games are be interested in some of these. I mean, I've got a lot of these on either on DVD or I've got them on thing now. I'd imagine they're pretty much worthless, but I'll see. I'll have a word with Games R and see what's what. But yeah, this yeah, this is going to be fun. So yeah, this is me today, and probably the next few days or however long it is I'm going to be here. I'm going to go finish my coffee. Mum's paranoid that I'm going to throw away all her stuff. So she's refusing to let me do out here on my own, which is going to be a pain in the ass because, again, she's constantly hovering over my shoulder. Won't let me throw nothing away, just in case. But it needs to go. We haven't physically got the room. Like this thing, like this caravan is getting scrapped. It's going. It's not going to be here. So all of this stuff needs to go, or needs to be at least condensed. And as you've seen from the footage of the house, there isn't anywhere for this to go. So something's got to give somewhere. So some stuff has to, a lot of stuff is gonna have to go. So I have now got probably best part of the next 2 or 3 hours of constantly fighting with my mother to throw stuff away. So anyway, this probably won't be the end of the video because I'll probably do an update. Like, I'll try and combine like a couple of days worth or a couple of weeks worth of work in a sort of like one video. It's not going to be a super long series, but a couple of people liked it. Like I said, as of recording this, I think like 12 people watched the last video. So, you know, it makes me happy, and I'm in desperate need of things to make me happy. So, yeah. So we'll see you later, possibly, if I haven't killed anyone yet, which I might. Okay, so end of day. For 4 hours ish later. Yeah. You can't see because of the light. I was worried we wouldn't fill the skip. That was fucking stupid, wasn't it? But progress has been made. I'm absolutely knackered. I got a boot full of stuff. I got like 2 boxes of books to go to the mother-in-law's bookshop. Well, for her to sort through, go to the bookshop. Actually, I'll switch to the other camera. So yeah, we've got the, I think, Ultra Steady Pro is on. So hopefully this will be a little bit smoother. Yeah, it's a little bit smoother. So yeah, this is kind of where we've been sorting stuff out. But we're really careful of the floor. So this was the original room. Now it doesn't look great, but believe it or not, this is actually sorted out. So most of this is stuff that's either going to be sold. Like there's a full set of well, there's actually 2. There's that one and no, in fact there's 3. There's that one, and that one. Underneath there's like 3 sets of Gore-Tex armoured bike gear, most of which is pretty much brand new. There's some stuff that we just need to sort out, some charity shop bits and pieces, and in here as well, like that stuff that's just my mum's got to sort out and my brother's got to sort out. So believe it or not, this was like piled, I think I showed it in the video, it was like virtually up to the top here, like all the way across. You couldn't even get in here. So yeah, progress has been made. We haven't, as you can tell, we haven't got up that end yet. But yeah, so we're getting there, and it's like heartbreaking getting rid of some of the stuff, because there's like brand new bike helmets and stuff, but people won't buy a second-hand bike helmet regardless of whether it's got new stickers on it or not. Oh, and this is the other garage I've got to sort out. So I lied when I said this one wasn't as bad. It's not as big as the other one, but, and that's not to mention there's stuff all up everywhere. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff still to do. Like I said, with my back and everything else, I can only do so much at a time. This couple of hours has killed me. This is going to take me a few days to recover from now. But yeah, there's mum's managed to get down the tip with like the paints and oils and stuff, because you can't just throw that in as you can't throw that in that skip, and stuff that's for the charity shop. So yeah, I'm absolutely knackered. I got a boot full of stuff. I've got some stuff that I found of mine for the kids. I'll probably stick some pictures up on Instagram, which you'll probably see before this video goes up, I would imagine. I don't know when I'm going to get a chance to edit it together. There's not that much that needs really editing, but it's just finding the energy and the concentration just to like just do it. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you know, sometimes it's quite difficult. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying this little sort of mini series into my life and everything else. I'm just looking at all of that's just all of that up behind me up there. That's pretty much just all Christmas decorations. I've thrown away 2 Christmas trees already. That's number 3 there, and I think there's another one behind it. My mum's like, yeah, but we'll keep that tree because it's got lights on. Yeah, but there's a tree there and there's lights in one of them boxes. Why do you need a tree with lights on? Because I went... That's what I've been battling all day. That's what's tiring, is constantly having to not fight with my mother, but do you really need to keep it? Do you? I know you want to keep it, but why? Do you really need to keep it? You know, all of the stuff that's in there can't fit in here. They're like, the whole house is full. There is nowhere for it to go. Like, all that stuff that's in there really shouldn't have gone back in there, but there physically isn't the space in here to sort it all out, so it needs to be sorted out there and decide what's being kept, what's going charity shops, and then go through here. So it's a constant battle of lack of space. There's just no room to do anything, because, you know, there's just stuff everywhere, and, you know, we do so much, and like now there's going to be a couple of tip runs for mum. There's a big pile of just like old blankets and and stuff, if you saw it on the way past. But this whole carpet and a little old mattress and just tons of stuff. Just needs just slow progress of just trying to get rid of it in clear space so we can start, because like all of that shelving that's over here, all of this is going. It's all rusty, it's all bollocksed. When we get the scrap metal skip, all of that's going to be going. And I'm building like shelves pretty much down this entire wall for all of her crafty stuff that she wants to keep in here. That's going to basically be her craft room. So yeah, anyway, that's probably it for this video. It's probably going to be another week before I can get back here. I'll probably do one more day next week, and that'll fill up the skip, and then that skip will have to be emptied, and then we'll probably work on the scrap skip next. So anyway, stay tuned for that, and yeah, have a good one, guys, and see you later. Bye bye.